Namaste, hi, hello, welcome to today's session. Today, let us discuss about a topic with raising a question: why the demand for Indian indigo? So, before discussing about this topic, let's recall and know about the previous information about uh, the crop which was given importance to be cultivated in India, that is indigo and opium. So, along with that, indigo was mainly the important crop given importance to be cultivated in different parts of India, which was mainly used for the purpose of dye, using as a dye for uh, making or manufacturing cotton textiles or cotton mills. And uh, because of that, Britain, it uh, our company, our British went with giving importance for cultivating indigo in India, which was having its demand in European market. Now, the question which we have in front of us, it is why the demand for Indian indigo? So the uh, analyze or answer which can be listed for the question is the indigo crop or indigo plant. It mainly grows primarily in the tropical regions. They are the best suitable regions for the growth of indigo plant or indigo crops. Because of that, by the 13th century, Indian indigo was being used by cloth manufacturers in Italy, France, and Britain to dye the cloth. So the earth is mainly divided into three different heat zones that we already discussed in sixth standard, that is temperate zone, torrid zone, and fridge zone. So the regions lying between uh, Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. So these are the regions where uh, these regions are mainly categorized as tropics. So these regions, particularly India, it is the best suitable region for the growth and cultivation of indigo. So because of that, the indigo cultivated in India, it was mainly used by many uh, cloth manufacturers from Italy, France, Britain for making dye to the cloth. Then uh, only small amount of Indian indigo it became possible for reaching European market, and because of that its price was very high, and European cloth manufacturers therefore it became must for them to depend on another a plant called wood to make violet and blue dyes when they were unable to get indigo for making dye to the cloths manufactured from Europe. I repeat once again, the amount of indigo cultivated in India, it was very less, but the demand for indigo in European market it was very high. So because of that, the price got increased, but demand for the cloth manufacturers it was not fulfilled. So because of that, these cloth manufacturers went with searching for alternative plant called or named wood WOAD, OD. With the help of this plant, it became possible for them to give violet and blue dyes. Being a plant of temperate zone, so uh, indigo it is tropic plant, but oud is temperate plant. Means temperate zones, that is Tropic of Capricorn to Arctic Circle, and uh, Tropic of Cancer to Antarctic Circle. So in this region, so this oud plant is mainly grown, and this particular plant it was easily available in Europe and European market. So it was grown in mainly northern Italy, southern France, and even in other parts of Germany and Britain. Uh, these cloth manufacturers from Europe, they were mainly worried by the competition from indigo, and old producers in Europe. They went with pressurizing their governments to ban the import of indigo into European market. I repeat once again, the demand for indigo in European market it was very excessive, but availability was very less. Alternatively, the availability of oud in Europe it was very high, but demand for oud it is very less comparing to indigo. So this made a tension to the people, one who is cultivating oud. So because of that, they went with pressurizing the government for banning the import of indigo to Europe or European market. So indigo produced a rich blue color, whereas the dye from oud was pale and dull. So this is the difference why the cloth manufacturers they prefers indigo. So indigo it was used for giving dye to the cloth, but the color given to the cloth it was very clear blue, and it was permanent, whereas the color given from oud it was pale and dull. Pale means uh, gradually it used to lose the original color given to the cloth, what we call it as blur. By the 17th century, European cloth producers pressurized their government to relax on the ban on indigo import. Earlier, they pressurized to ban the import of indigo. Now, they are pressurizing their government to relax the ban which is imposed on indigo import. So, then later, French began cultivating indigo in Saint Domingo in the Caribbean islands, the Portuguese in Brazil, the English in Jamaica, and the Spanish in Venezuela. Indigo plantations also came up in many parts of North America. See, Europe is best suitable region for the cultivation of oud. Now, now they came forward for even cultivating indigo. So the reason behind is the indigo cultivated in India, it has its great demand in European market. In order to fulfill the demand of indigo in European market, even in different parts of Europe, different countries went with cultivating indigo. Most importantly, France, Portuguese, then Brazil, Britain, Spanish, and even the cultivation of indigo, it went to many other regions or parts of North America too. So with this, let me stop today's session. Let's continue discussing about the other part of the chapter in tomorrow session. Thank you, one and all.